shows left. 2 shows left. Thank you for being so fucking great tonight. Once again, thank you for being so great. They're really fucking good. 2 shows left. I was rehearsing for this tour and I was full of anxiety because I'm somebody that has anxiety. I either have high-level anxiety or low-level anxiety. I never have no anxiety. And when there is a tour, I'm fucking scared. It's a big deal, this, you know, standing in front of tens of thousands of people every night. It can be scary. And my wife came to rehearsals. Ida came to rehearsals, and she said, "How are you, baby?" And I said, I'm scared. I've got anxiety." She said, "Of course you are." She says, "Rob, you behave like all of this is normal. You behave like you'll get to perform in stadiums full of people in the summer for the rest of your life." She said, "Rob, you aren't promised anything. All your fears are about what is in the future." She said, "You're not promised the future. You're not promised this afternoon. You are not promised this evening. Instead of worrying about the future all the time, why don't you concentrate on the right here and right now and be in the present?" And this is good fucking information, and it sort of changed my perception. And we're all in the present right now. We all are very aware of what we're doing and where we are. And what we're doing and where we are is, you are staring at a middle-aged man in a pink vest with very hard nipples. Yeah. Let me tell you about my nipples. So, I am not cold. It's not cold. I'm not cold. And I am not sexually turned on because that stopped working a long time ago. You know what I mean, sir. This is just how my nipples are all of the time. Hold on, close in on my nipples. Yeah, that's them. Round of applause for my nipples, everybody. Now, we are not promised this evening, we're not promised tomorrow, and I find myself in a new place as a middle-aged man. You saw my film. The best thing about the film was my relationship with my grandma. She was my representation of unconditional love, and because she gave me unconditional love, I can now represent that to my kids, my 4 children. I think I can. I think I'm doing a good job. Now, she, in the film, had dementia, and she passed away. 30 years later, my mother now has dementia, and she doesn't know who I am, what she ate today, where she is, or what she's doing. And then my father has Parkinson's, and he didn't leave his house for 2 years, and then he didn't leave his bedroom for 1 year, up until 6 weeks ago. His friends made him get out of that bed, get into a car, and he drove all the way to see his son performing. My daddy. Yeah. My daddy. And you know what? He sat in his wheelchair right in front of that big screen there. And every time I went round to look at him, he had the biggest, proudest smile all the way through the fucking band. And I'll never forget it. I'll take that with me for the rest of my life. My mother-in-law, right? My mother-in-law, she is competitive with her illnesses. She's got lupus, Parkinson's, and cancer. And at the start of this tour, we were told she'd got stage 4 cancer. And we all know what that means. And I was terrified. We're all terrified. We're all terrified and sad. And I was terrified that I wasn't going to be able to get through this tour without losing my grandma, without losing my mother-in-law. And my wife was going to lose her mum. And then 5 weeks ago, she phones me. She says, "Rob, you're not going to believe this. I've just left the doctors, and the doctor says they cannot see any signs of cancer." So, this is where we all are. This is our new place on the planet. It's good to be present, because we're not promised tomorrow. We're not promised this evening. But I know this. a long time ago, I asked you a question, and I'm going to ask that question again. Will you grow old with me?